Welcome to the end of an era, Hawkins gang, as we count down to the epic series finale, Chapter 8, The Right Side Up, dropping on December 31st, 2025. Over 2 hours long, here's your super detailed guide to everything that's happened so far in the final season. Volume 1, Episodes 1 through 4 launched on November 26th, and Volume 2, Episodes 5 through 7 just hit Netflix on Christmas Day. Set in fall 1987, our heroes are united in one desperate goal: hunt down and destroy Vecna before he merges our world with something far worse, the Abyss. Major warnings, full spoilers ahead. This is a step-by-step recap with every key plot point, character moment, revelation, and emotional beat. No detail spared. Cold open, flashback to 1983. Vecna, Henry/1, captures young Will in the Upside Down and injects him with a mysterious particle to forge a permanent psychic link. Jump to fall 1987. Hawkins is under full military quarantine after Season 4's rifts. The core group, 11, Mike, Will, Dustin, Lucas, Nancy, Steve, Robin, Jonathan, Hopper, Joyce, and Murray are in hiding, conducting secret crawl missions into the Upside Down to track the vanished Vecna. Will's connection to Vecna is stronger than ever. His powers are slowly returning, sensory-based, not telekinetic like Eleven's. Eleven's abilities are back but unstable. Intense early skirmishes with Demogorgons. The U.S. military is experimenting with the gates. Cliffhanger. A new gate opens directly in the Wheeler house basement, putting young Holly Wheeler in immediate danger. In-depth analysis. A perfect re-entry point that echoes Season 1's mystery while raising the stakes with mature character dynamics and darker tone. The particle reveal recontextualizes Will's entire arc, making him the emotional core. Pacing is brisk, action visceral. Immediate aftermath. A Demogorgon snatches Holly right in front of Mike and Nancy. Vecna needs her as one of 12 perfect vessels, psychically gifted children, for his world-merging ritual. Family fallout. Mike and Nancy spiral. Karen Wheeler confronts buried family secrets. 11 and Hopper lead a rescue push. Joyce and Murray provide support. Big lore drop. Vecna's endgame is merging Hawkins with the Abyss, a hellish realm beyond the Upside Down, which is merely a bridge. Emotional check-in with Lucas at Comatose Max's bedside. In-depth analysis. Pure emotional gut punch, revisiting the missing child trauma, but through the Wheeler lens. The cold open is arguably the scariest in series history. Builds psycho. The group falls into an elaborate military trap orchestrated by Officer Derek Turnbow. Bloody battles against Demogorgons and Demo dogs. Major mythology reveal. The Upside Down isn't a frozen parallel dimension, it's a living bridge to the Abyss. Will begins actively using proximity-based powers, and 11 relives traumatic Brenner flashbacks. In-depth analysis. Heavy on spectacle. Best fight choreography yet. Deepens the lore without overwhelming, while human antagonists. Holly 8 returns to aid 11 in a covert operation. Confirmed, Vecna requires exactly 12 children, including Holly, to power the merge ritual. Max remains trapped in Vecna's constructed mindscape, Kamazotz. Massive action sequences, huge willpower reveal, and a partial sacrifice. In-depth analysis. Volume 1's explosive climax, mind-blowing revelations, Duffer Brothers directing at peak form, and graphic intensity. Kali's return feels earned. Cliffhanger. Plans collapse, major setbacks and losses mount. Kali escapes a military facility with 11 and Hopper. Vecna accelerates his ritual timeline. Powerful character moments, Will's full coming out to close friends, raw brotherly exchange. The episode opens right after the cliffhanger from episode 5. Nancy's shot into the massive energy sphere in the Upside Down backfires spectacularly. Instead of destroying it, the sphere erupts in fury, melting walls, stairs, and everything around it. Nancy and Jonathan are trapped in a collapsing room, facing what seems like certain death. In a raw, emotional confession, they finally address their lingering issues, unresolved feelings, and the love triangle with Steve, achieving powerful closure for their relationship. Main focus: Max, Sadie Sink, and Holly Wheeler, Nell Fisher, are trapped in Kamazotz, Vecna's nightmarish mindscape built from Henry Creel's childhood memories, heavily tied to the stage play Stranger Things: The First Shadow. The duo races through a maze of traumatic recollections, hiding in the Rachel Caves, a place young Henry fears. Holly cleverly deciphers clues, like a spyglass cup marked M acting as a map, leading to breakthroughs about Vecna's origins, including glimpses of a mysterious briefcase linked to interdimensional tech. Huge lore reveal from Dustin. The Upside Down isn't a parallel dimension as we've always thought. It's actually a wormhole or bridge to a far worse realm, the true home of the Mind Flayer and Demigorgons. This redefines the entire mythology. In the real world, Vecna exploits his link to Will to locate Max's comatose body in the hospital, sending demo dogs to finish her off and prevent her escape since she's one of his needed vessels. Lucas desperately tries to wake Max up, this time succeeding not with running up that hill, but through an intimate emotional memory of his touch. 11, Kali, and Hopper race back to Hawkins. 11 enters Will's mind to rescue him. Meanwhile, intense hospital chaos ensues. Robin warns Lucas via loudspeaker, leading to frantic chases as demo dogs swarm. Finally, Vicky believes Robin's wild stories about the Upside Down when the monsters arrive. Ending: Max successfully escapes Kamazotz and wakes up in the real world, delivering an absolutely devastating, beautiful reunion with Lucas. Sadie Sink and Caleb McLaughlin's performances are award-worthy. Fans were sobbing. However, Holly remains trapped, and her portal leads to an unknown, ominous place, a gripping cliffhanger setting up the finale. In-depth analysis. This episode masterfully blends mind-bending psychological terror. Kamazotz sequences are chilling. Deep emotional payoffs, the Max Lucas and Nancy Jonathan resolution are highlights, and game-changing lore. It avoids cliches in the love triangle while giving characters earned growth. Some minor plot armor critiques. The episode opens with pure catharsis. Max finally wakes from her coma in the hospital. After 18 months, her eyes snap open to Lucas by her bedside. No running up that hill needed this time. She tells him it was the memory of his touch and voice that pulled her back. Their reunion is tender, tearful, and one of the season's most beautiful moments. Sadie Sink and Caleb McLaughlin absolutely crush it. Meanwhile, Holly briefly escapes Vecna's mind trap, Kamazot's, and falls into the Upside Down, where Nancy glimpses her through a portal. But Vecna quickly recaptures her, pulling her back into his twisted Creel House illusion. Holly realizes her freedom was temporary. Heartbreaking. The full group reunites at the radio station, The Squawk. Dustin, armed with Dr. Brenner's old journals, drops the biggest lore bomb yet. The Upside Down isn't a parallel dimension. It's a wormhole, bridge, an unstable interdimensional connection between our world and the abyss, a chaotic realm of pure evil, home to the Mind Flayer and all the monsters. 11 accidentally created the bridge years ago when she made remote contact with the abyss. The exotic matter at its core, right above the old Hawkins lab, keeps it stable. Planning time. Hopper suggests a risky helicopter assault into the abyss, vetoed. Arguments flare, but Steve steps up with the Beanstalk plan. Let Vecna pull the worlds closer via the radio tower gate, infiltrate the Upside Down, have 11 and Kali psychically attack Vecna to rescue the kids, including Holly and the other 11 vessels, then plant a timed bomb on the exotic matter, detonate on the way out, collapse the bridge, destroy the abyss, the Mind Flayer, the monsters, everything gone forever. Emotional beats hit hard. Will has a powerful coming out moment to the group, referencing Mike's Season 3 line, "It's not my fault you don't like girls." It's raw, earned, and met with full support. Kali pushes for a darker option. Someone, implying 11 or herself, stays behind to ensure total destruction, breaking the cycle of labs and experiments forever. Tension rises between Kali and the others, especially Hopper. Cliffhanger. The party gears up and storms the heavily guarded gate into the Upside Down, intact and united. Cut to Vecna commencing his ritual. The captured kids, including a dazed Holly, join hands in a circle as the merge begins. Worlds colliding. Apocalypse incoming. In-depth analysis. The bridge lives up to its title. It's all about connections, reunions, revelations linking the entire mythology, and bridging to the finale. The Upside Down as wormhole twist recontextualizes everything brilliantly and ties to the first Shadow play. Character moments shine. Max Lucas reunion, Will's arc, group dynamics, making it deeply emotional despite lighter action. Critics noted pacing issues and setup vibes. No huge deaths. Stakes feel table set rather than exploding, leading to mixed reviews. Some called it underwhelming for a penultimate episode. Others praised the heart and lore. It's classic Stranger Things. The episode picks up immediately after episode 7. The gang, full party reunited, storms into the Upside Down in the armored truck, racing toward Vecna's lair as he begins the ritual with Holly and the other 11 captured psychic children. Cold Open flashes between the real-world military chase led by Dr. K and Lieutenant Colonel Sullivan and Vecna's mindscape, where Max, Holly, and the kids are trapped. Major lore reveal: Vecna and the Mind Flayer are symbiotic partners, neither fully controls the other. They're two twisted beings working together to remake reality into the abyss. 11, Kali, 8, and Max team up in Vecna's memories for a psychic assault, traveling back to 1959 Hawkins lab origins, tying directly into the stage play Stranger Things: The First Shadow. They weaken Vecna by forcing him to relive his human trauma as Henry Creel. Ground battle chaos. Steve drives the truck like a boss through hordes of demogorgons and demodogs. Epic sequences with Mr. Clark providing last-minute science help, and hilarious moments like military officer Derek Turnbow waving excitedly at Mike. The Beanstalk Plan activates. The party plants a massive bomb at the heart of the upside-down bridge to collapse it forever. Heartbreaking sacrifices. Fake-out deaths keep tension high. As Steve appears to fall to his death but is saved, Hopper takes heavy hits. Kali stays behind to hold off forces, implying her end. Climax. 11 confronts Vecna one final time in an all-out telekinetic showdown. She promises the group, "I will always be with you," then stays in the Upside Down to trigger the bomb, seemingly sacrificing herself to seal the gates and destroy the Abyss merge. Explosion engulfs everything. 11 vanishes in smoke and debris. Post-battle. The surviving party escapes back to the right side up, but military ambushes them. Quick resolution as the gates close permanently, ending the threat. Epilogue. 18-month time jump. Dustin, Mike, Will, Lucas, and Max graduate high school in a rebuilt Hawkins. Joyce and Hopper are together, Nancy and Jonathan too. Tearful goodbyes and reflections. Final twist. Hints that 11 survived, subtle psychic signs, Mike sensing her. She appears in a post-credits-like moment, watching from afar, alive but forever changed. Ends on David Bowie's Heroes, suggested by Joe Keery himself. In-depth analysis. This finale is pure Stranger Things, massive scale action, 80s nostalgia overload, deep emotional payoffs, and just enough ambiguity to satisfy without cheap sequels. The symbiotic Vecna Mind Flayer reveal ties up the mythology beautifully, while callbacks to Season 1 like Heroes create perfect bookends. Sacrifices feel earned, no major original kid deaths but heavy losses like Kali. The time jump gives hopeful closure, Hawkins heals, friendships endure. Critics call it epic yet bittersweet. Some say it leaned too nostalgic or cliched, but the heart shines through. Runtime allows breathing room for reunions and tears. Overall series. From bike rides in 1983 to world-ending battles in 1987, Stranger Things redefined TV, blending horror, heart, friendship, and pure 80s magic. We lost friends along the way, gained family, and flipped the world upside down one last time. The gates are closed, the Mind Flayer defeated, and our heroes get the peace they fought for. Thank you, Duffer Brothers, cast and crew, for one hell of a ride. The story ends, but the memories and rewatches live forever. No Season 6, but spin-offs and animated tales are coming. What broke you the most? The sacrifice, the reunions, or that final song? Favorite season overall? Who deserved more screen time? Let's mourn/celebrate.